Hello and welcome again to Red Gaming Tech for yet more daily gaming news of myself, Marta, here on the 6th of February. I'm bringing you yet more news from Metal Gear Solid 5, this time regarding the Phantom Pain, as Konami recently discussed how soon or how late we might be seeing a release for this particular title. Now, it could be released as late as December 2015 or as early as October 2014, depending on how development progresses. Now, this is according to the analyst David Gibson, who said that Konami made this statement during a conference in Japan on Wednesday. And he said via Twitter, quote, "Konami admitted Ground Zeroes is a bit short. MGS5 could be released in FY3/2015 or FY3/2016, depending on the development stage." Now, for those of you wondering, well, what does that actually mean in plain English? Well, Konami's financial year ends in March, meaning FY3/2015 lies between October and December 2014, while FY3/2016 is October-December 2015. Now, of course, they have not given an official release date for Phantom Pain, but Konami did say to Famitsu a few months ago in November that he'd be likely to release the game, quote, around the time that the PlayStation 4 becomes widely adopted. Now, that's probably going to be not that long away considering the insane sales of both the PS4 and the Xbox One, but I don't know, their definition of widely adopted is probably different from my definition of widely adopted, so I don't know. Obviously, we're all hoping for it to be released sooner rather than later, but even if it's sooner, it's still quite a ways away. So hopefully we'll get some clarification on that soon. However, that is not the only Metal Gear news for you today, as Hideo Kojima has also addressed fan concern over the reported short length of Ground Zeroes. Now, I did a video on this just yesterday about how supposedly the campaign could be completed in just 2 hours, and this was understandably met with quite a bit of fan backlash. Now, Kojima then took to Twitter to defend the length of the game, and he wrote, quote, MGS5 Ground Zeroes includes the main mission alongside 5 side ops. All missions include elements such as trial records where players can compete against each other online. This is not a linear game like the past. GZ offers freedom of approach and play style, which we hope players will enjoy over and over without becoming bored. I will believe people will be satisfied with the playtime of GZ and will not stress the clear time, which is a standard for linear games. To be honest though, I think that the problem here is bigger than he realises, because I'm just looking at the response rather from some people regarding this, and some people basically feel like they're paying or being asked to pay $20 for a demo. Now, obviously, demos aren't really a thing anymore. You used to get them free on discs occasionally for the old consoles, and you know, they do occasionally pop up on Steam or whatever, but they're not as much a thing as they used to be. But I can still see the logic here. Even if you say that with all the exploration and all side quests, because it's not a linear game, as you said, you know, 2 hours is probably if you blitz it. But even if you say you add another 2 hours onto the campaign length for exploration, that's being generous. That's still 4 hours for $20. And I think people kind of feel like, you know, I'm not paying $20 for a demo. That's ridiculous, especially when they seem to feel that it's going to be eventually bundled with the Phantom Pain when it comes out, which is probably true. It might be, considering it is a prequel and probably will be required for you to play the Phantom Pain, or at least not required. It will be beneficial for you to have played Ground Zeroes. So I think he needs to take this a bit more seriously, as I think people are kind of feeling a bit miffed about this and kind of feeling they're trying to be taken for a ride, and I think quite a few people are going to end up not buying this game because, well, they see no reason to. They feel it's going to come out of a Phantom Pain when it comes out, and if it doesn't, well, they'll just buy it near the time when it's cheaper. Because if it's not going to come with the final game, then, you know, I'll buy it, but until then, no. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I blame them. 2 hours is kind of ridiculous for $20. I mean, I've played some pretty short indie games in my time, but I don't know if they've ever been that short. You'd expect to get at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours for that price. And if it is that long, then cool, but I don't know. He didn't really say how long you'd actually be playing for with all these side quests and the exploration. I'm guessing about 4 hours, but that's me being generous. I just don't know. Anyway, again, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Do you think that Ground Zeroes is just not going to do as well as it should because of this, or do you think it's going to sell well because, well, it's Metal Gear Solid? Anyway, that is me done. As I said, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.